Multiverse this week.
Broadcasting tonight to all 36,523 realms and counting. Thank you for joining us on this Multiverse This Week Thanksgiving special. The theme of this week's special is family and unity, and whether or not you celebrate the American holiday of Thanksgiving, we hope you are at least with the folks you want to be with and are taking some time to relax. Relaxing is not what some of us were doing today, of course, so let's kick off this week's show with some scores from the arena. At this year's Turkey Bowl, held as always on the Galekian island of Turk, we saw the reigning champs, the Winds of Andus, competing in a Hunter's Mark qualifying match against the Sinanju Red Ravens. Galekian Hunter's Mark rules state that every 3 party members square off against their counterparts in a trio of challenges, including ball checking, pommel horse pummeling, and mimic fishing. The Winds easily beat Sinanju in every competition, with a record-smashing 500-kilo mimic being fished from the sea and summarily clubbed to death by the Winds' wild mage, cleric, and fighter. We certainly know what the Winds of Andusk are thankful for this year, and that is a fighter that doesn't know the meaning of the words stop, stop, please stop, it's already dead. It took nearly 3 months to verify, but it is now official. Back in September, we reported on an unarmed strike made by Paladin Lucian P. Schuyler against an undead, a blow which knocked the zombie head into the Feywild. We have learned the 2020 edition of the Interplanar Book of Records will not only feature Schuyler's feat in the front of the Feats and Features section, but the man himself will be on the cover. And now, on to the big interview.
So it says it's 2d8 damage, and it goes up.
You have likely seen this video before. It's the D&D Grandma. She went from a one-time experiment to the headliner of the audio podcast called Starring D&D Grandma. We're joined today by 2 of the others, which make up the family that plays together. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello. I'm Vin. This is my wife Victoria. We're from the family that games together. Sorry, the rest of the family couldn't be here. There was a snafu, which was basically my fault. So apologies for that. But Victoria and I will be picking up the mantle here for this interview. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
It's our pleasure, and don't you worry, you're family, and that's what we're here to talk about tonight. My first question for you folks is just who is responsible for this group? Who is patient zero, so to speak, and who got Grandma involved?
That would be me. I am patient zero. I started playing about 5 years ago, and the first ones to show interest were my sister and my brother-in-law. So I hoodwinked this one into joining us, and I ran a little one-shot for the 3 of them. And everyone enjoyed it, and they had a very good time. And it was actually Victoria's idea to bring my mother in. You were the one who thought this would be really good for Mom. And I was very skeptical at first. I thought this was going to be way out of Mom's comfort zone. It was going to be way too complicated for her, and I didn't think that she would fall into it the way she has. But she took it as, you know what, if nothing, it's a night with my kids, and if nothing else, it's I get to spend the night playing a game with my kids. And she fell in love with it on day one. She really she took to it, and it's been amazing ever since. And then slowly, Victoria hoodwinked her sister into it, and we got our dear family friend Kristen involved as well.
And how long has the family been playing together?
From the beginning.
From the beginning, we did that one shot where it was just Victoria, Denise, and Anthony. And Mom joined on the next session and has been part of the group ever since.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
No, I think we're coming into our 3rd year. Because I remember it was the beginning, it was for her birthday. Was I think our first session together.
You're right.
And during that time, it was okay, I guess it'll be something fun to do, and then that was it.
In what ways are the party and the family alike?
Well, probably Mom with her advice. Her current character is very motherly and very compassionate, and oddly enough, she holds back her opinion And when you ask it, she is very vocal, which is very, very, very much like Mom.
That is true.
She will hold her opinion, and then when you ask, she'll be like, well, now that you've asked, and then she'll give her opinion. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. For me, my
character... Kristen's the performer.
Oh my God. She is a natural bard.
She's a natural bard.
She is a bard.
She's a theater person in real life. Like, she's directed plays. She's a school teacher by trade, and she's directed plays for her classes, drama club, like all. So she's in that world in real life. Mm-hmm. So she's the performer of the group. So playing the bard fits right in with her. Mm-hmm. Denise has a very cut-to-the-chase attitude, so playing Sashim the way she does fits right into it.
Yeah.
Laura, background, shadows.
Background, shadow, quiet, and then she'll just, like, sneak out, and, Not like dramatic, like she's actually a rogue in real life, just more of, like, she'll just sit back and be in the background, and then it's like, oh, I'm needed? Okay, boom, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Now, here's something I've been wondering about. Do you think an adventuring party needs to act like a family in order to beat the game?
I don't think so.
No, it depends on the kind of game you're playing. If you're playing, it could function like a dysfunctional family. That could be the kind of game you're playing.
So maybe that is true then.
I think as far as what your party needs to be, all depends on the kind of game you're running. The kind of fun your players like to have. This is really jumping because it's on my leg. Your turn. The kind of fun that your players like to have. The style of game you like to run as a GM. And as long as everyone's having fun, having a good time. I don't think it needs to function like a family. If you want to run a very in-depth, dramatic, role-play heavy kind of game, I think it helps if your party functions like a family, but I don't feel it's necessary.
Yeah. I think when it comes to it, it's like, and we've said this for a couple different campaigns that we're in now, is that everyone should be party positive. And I think that kind of maybe can correlate to life. You have to be family positive. Like, you have to be kind of supportive and want to be together. And you have to be like, oh, well, if that's best for her, maybe we should play along. And maybe we should go with her on that journey with her. And no matter how difficult it might be. And I think that's where the correlation is.
Now, you folks are already pretty close together. Is the game helping the family bond get even closer?
Yes, absolutely. No question. Mm-hmm. It has absolutely brought us all closer together. You kind of have to be at the table to really understand how, and just the table interactions, but it's really... We're a much closer knit group by far. We were prior to the game, but the game has absolutely solidified that.
I think there's two things. I think I get to see everybody still. Like, I mean, having my actual sister in the game, I get to see my sister at least once a month now. So I know I'm going to have the opportunity. And it's not just game. It's not like we sit down and we play and then it's like, bye. It's a whole day. They come for breakfast. We have a nice breakfast together. We chit chat. What movie? What TV show? And then we sit down and we play. And what spells did you take? And it's just conversation. And then... other people come and then they wind up leaving. So we get to see his dad comes as well, even though he's not in the game. And it's an event. It's a once a month event. And it's kind of like, you don't really get that. And when we weren't playing, there'd be months we didn't see your sister.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for a holiday. And then my sister actually left the game for a little while because of work. And during that time, I missed her terribly because I was like, when am I going to see her again?
All right, and of course it is Thanksgiving, so I have to ask, what is it you're thankful for?
Crixus, what are you grateful for?
I was going to say, that's what I'm thankful for.
Don't show our ugly house.
He's chewing on a bone right now. So he's not, and if I go to put the camera in his face, he's going to growl because he has a bone.
Crixus.
But that is what I am thankful for.
Our dog's butt.
I'm thankful for our four-legged baby.
Our four-legged baby, yes. Yeah, I mean, if I boil it down, I think on a regular basis, I'm grateful for you. He holds everything together. Oh my God, I can't stand it when he does that though. Oh I am grateful for you, even though you're a pain in my butt. But no.
I'm thankful for straight razors. For sharp razors.
That's a stupid thing to be grateful for. What is that? It's terrible. No, I would say that I would think, like, trying to speak for everybody else around the room, everyone would be grateful for the opportunity to be together on a regular basis. We've actually played last year we actually played D&D on Christmas Eve as a family. We were all together, so hey, why not we play?
I think that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago. Last year we played Cards Against Humanity.
That was equally as terrible.
But 2 years ago,
yes.
Victoria ran a one shot.
Yeah.
2 years ago, and it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
We got to play D&D with our family on Christmas Eve. Like, come on.
Which is really big for everybody. So I would say that having that opportunity to spend more time, get to know each other more, referencing the question from before, and just knowing that, you know, you get to see each other more, you get to talk more, you get to just, you know, I don't know, I get to be more in each other's lives. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for having us on your show, dude. You can follow us at D&D Grandma. Mm-hmm. You can find the family that games together, or you could search that, or you could search starring D&D Grandma. Mm-hmm. You could find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Castbox, Podbean, iHeartRadio, all your favorite podcatchers. We're on.
Now, as we have mentioned several times already, our focus this Thanksgiving is on the family. And for many of us, there's one thing that goes hand in hand with family and Thanksgiving. I talk, of course, about alcohol. Joining me on this unofficial taste test of holiday drinks is my husband, Tyler McPherson. You can find him on Twitter at
Irek Caden.
You don't need to spell it.
Yeah,
we'll have a graphic.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. What we did is we went in search of some holiday focused drinks. We asked you on Twitter what your go-to holiday drink is. A lot of you sent in recipes for mulled wine. We don't have the time, equipment, or patience, frankly, to make mulled wine. So we have...
it's blueberry... Glühwein.
Blueberry glue is what I'm going to call it, and it is by
it's
Gerstacker Blueberry Glue
from Nuremberg.
Next to that we have
Heiser, mulled cider.
I'm a big cider fan, so I'm interested to try this one. Over on my side, we've got Chaucer's Mead. It says on the label, a mead for all seasons, cold or hot, spiced or not. So it's a little all over the place there. We're going to be trying that one. And then the one I'm most excited about is O'Reilly's Gingerbread Irish Cream. I'm a big fan of Irish cream, and I'm very interested about the gingerbread flavor to this. So, guest's choice, what are we going to try first?
I think we should just go ahead and start with the blueberry.
Okay.
Just kind of get an idea of what we're doing with there. Oh, there's a little tab.
While he's opening this, I should say that we procured all these libations from Cost Plus World Market. They are not a sponsor of this show or approving this message in any way. But if you're interested in trying any of these yourself, that's the place to go to, World Market.
It smells pretty good. I'm not going to pour an entire glass because I figure...
Yeah, we got a ways to go.
Yeah, we got a ways to go.
We're not going to down all 4 bottles, by the way.
Not right now.
Not right now. Pacing yourself is well advised in this case.
I'll get this out of the way.
You're generally supposed to serve this warm. Again, I'm not going to bring the crock pot all the way out into the studio. So, you said it does actually smell pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. It smells very purpley.
Yes.
Now, you'll see me wince a lot when I'm drinking alcohol. That's just my response to everything is... But
That
You know,
is
I'm
good.
not a fan of most mulled wine. We tried one from the same brand last holiday season, and I wasn't too keen on it. This, however, is pretty good.
Yeah. I can only imagine how this would taste warm.
Yeah. We're going to have to try that because, I mean, even cold, this has got a very grape juice type flavor. Not too much of a burn on it. Very smooth.
It tastes like shoot, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's that Jewish wine, Manischewitz. Yeah, it reminds me of that, but with more of a blueberry
Yeah.
backing instead
and,
of grape.
and not as sweet. Actually, as far as sweetness goes, I think it's got just the right amount. You've picked yours. I think we need to keep the cream for last.
Yeah,
Because
I
we're
think
dealing
so.
with clear liquids for everything else. So I'm going to move O'Reilly over here. O'Reilly. This is the Chaucer's Mead.
Now,
Gluten-free.
now I'm a big fan of mead. I love some mead.
It's an interesting smell. It's got the honey smell that you would expect from a mead, but there's something a little interesting in it. It's probably the spice, but
Yeah, I think it's from what it's looking like. There's a bit more spice in this than there is in any typical mead.
yeah. Because most meads darker than this. This
Oh yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah.
he's the big mead drinker among us.
Which off topic. If you want mead, look for Viking blood. That's my personal favorite. Couldn't get it here, but
Until recently, right?
yeah, like it was only until last year we
Yeah.
found it at one of the major liquor stores here in Austin.
Right. You know, and a quick note for you guys: if you want to try any of these for yourselves and you don't have a world market nearby, just go to your neighborhood liquor store and ask. Many of these folks can get hold of the distributors and see if they can't special order stuff for you.
And like if you go to any place that has wine, like there's a lot of liquor stores. They have racks of wine. They have more wine than they do liquor.
Yes.
Go there. You can find probably any of these, at least an equivalent, fairly easily.
Yes. So we are going to now sample Chaucer's Mead.
All right.
You can really taste the honey in that.
Oh yeah, no.
Woo.
Yeah, some of the other meads I've had, it's kind of hard to. At times, it can be kind of hard to taste the honey. Mm-hmm. It's very much prevalent here.
Yeah, that's not the case here.
Oh. I really like that. I'm gonna have more of that later,
Okay.
or now. All right, so I guess that means next we're having the
Possman.
Possman mulled cider. I said Heiser because it says Heiser on the back, but it doesn't say it on the front.
Mulled with
Cinnamon, clove, and lemon.
5.5% alcohol.
Should we have been mentioning the alcohol percents on these?
Probably, but that's something I can fix in post
Yeah,
if I decide to.
because some of these are stronger than others.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Not pouring this 40 out for anybody.
No,
I don't quite like that smell.
no, I like it.
It reminds me of probably something I shouldn't mention.
I've smelled something like this before, but I can't place it. But it's like the memory is there.
Public school lavatory is where I was going with this. It kind of smells disinfectant-y.
No,
Either that or my olfactory senses have been screwed up by the other 2 drinks. I'm going to take a teensy bit of this.
Again, this is one of those where it's preferable to have it warm. Honestly, I liked the blueberry one, and I can only imagine how good it would be hot.
Yeah. We're definitely going to be doing this warm.
Absolutely.
A little bit later.
Absolutely.
I am still not really looking forward to this cider, but
well, let's
give it a shot.
Well, what I said about the smell didn't really translate well to the taste.
No. Clove is really, really dominating this.
There's a lot of clove.
There's a lot. I saw cinnamon on there listed first and was like, well, ingredient lists usually go... But,
No, there's so much clove. And it's like, there's clove, and then there's that backing of lemon. I don't get cinnamon at all in this.
Mm-hmm. Cinnamon does not come through. It was probably that clove smell that reminded me of pine tree disinfectant, which made me think of the high school lavatory.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to your...
Yes, I am... Please, Irish cream bottle, do not let me down. Little tip, I personally don't like hot cocoa mix, especially the kind that says you should only do it with water, but if I have to, I will either mix in coffee creamer or a little bit of Irish cream. So, keep that in mind.
I'm getting warm.
Yeah, me too. Well, we're under studio lighting, and we both have long sleeve stuff on. First thing I can tell you, oh my gosh, this smells fantastic. The ginger really comes out. You can also smell the molasses of the gingerbread cookie.
Oh, wow.
You can see he agrees with me.
You know, I don't think I've ever had straight O'Reilly's.
Me either, and I'm not sure if that's because it's a store brand, World Market and everything. Aldi, has their own private label drinks. They have their own kind of Irish cream. That looks...
I'm pouring myself a little extra.
Okay.
Because I'm looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. Not sure if you were supposed to shake this or not, but it didn't look like it. Enjoy straight, on ice, or with your favorite dessert, savoring its rich, unique taste. And if it's anything like this smell, oh my god, it smells like I've just baked something.
Just pour some.
Yes. I have to describe.
I know, but your passion for O'Reilly's.
A brand I've never tried before.
Wow. Well, you can taste the alcohol in it.
You can definitely taste the alcohol. You can feel it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the taste that is lingering.
Oh, that is good.
That is really good.
That's very good.
Like I was expecting, molasses, very prevalent in this. Ginger, that's probably exacerbating the alcohol feel.
Probably.
But, oh my gosh.
Now, way back when, I tried chocolate wine. Because I thought, chocolate and wine. That's got to be good. I thought it was nasty. Because it just... And this may just be a thing with, like, wine for me in general. It has more of a... It tastes more antiseptic to me than anything else.
Yeah.
And it was especially prevalent in that chocolate wine. I did not detect chocolate at all.
Right.
With this, I get a little bit of that kind of antiseptic thing, but there's so many other flavors going on here, and they're all much more pleasant.
Alcohol content in this one, 13.9%. So... yeah, that
explains it.
That's what's making your bowl run.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Maybe like some of that cheesecake ice cream.
Ooh, yes. Oh, you've got me thinking.
That's gonna be our next project, apparently.
Yes. So, out of the 4, I can already tell which 2 are at the bottom of our list.
Yeah.
The mead and the cider. The cider, I think, is at the bottom.
The cider's easily number 4. Like, let's not, mince words here.
Right. I feel like you're going to want to fight for the mead.
Well, it's like, again, I love mead. I love how that mead tasted. But I do agree that I loved this blueberry cider, or this blueberry wine.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
So it's like, as much as I love mead, I gotta put this above it.
Yeah. I have to demand the Irish cream goes second. Because the mead was good. Just, it's still too sweet. I have not found a mead that really suits my sweetness level, which is pretty low.
Which is, that's unfortunate because most meads are extremely sweet.
I mean, honey.
Yeah, it's honey. It's made entirely with honey.
Yeah. So, maybe it's just a matter of the honey ratio to whatever else goes into it.
Right.
But, yeah, number 2, O'Reilly's. It makes me wonder what the normal O'Reilly's taste like. Bailey's is actually a little smoother going down, in my opinion. I think it's a little slightly less alcoholic, but not by much.
I mean, that's pretty strong.
13.9.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and my head is already starting to buzz. So with that in mind, once again, World Plus, cost plus World Market, this was probably not a good idea.
Plus is somewhere in the mix.
There's definitely some plus in these bottles. So that's your place to go to if you're interested in any of these, or ask your local liquor retailer. For a first pub crawl, this has been pretty good. And finally this week, we have been searching for answers to the question, what are you thankful for? We have found an adventuring party that we understand just narrowly escaped a siege by a small group of undead led by a wight. We asked 2 of their members what they were thankful for after that battle. Arlene is thankful for any day she is still breathing. She's thankful that she still has her hands and feet and the means to stay alive. She says she is not thankful for much else. And one of the party's 2 warlocks, known as Siavash Moribund, was asked what he was thankful for. He coughed twice, said 95 proof, and asked for a new vomit bucket. And those are just 2 of the friendly folks you can follow if you watch or listen to the Rambling Bard's Twitch stream. And we asked the DM himself what he is thankful for.
This year, despite all of the really scary things going on in the world, I'm thankful to have a roof over my head. I'm thankful to have a wife and a child who love me. And I'm thankful to have a lot of people who support me in everything that I do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Chase and D20 News Network.